What's up, YouTube? This is Randy at Breaking Bad Bulls. So today's Sunday. I just really want to talk about a couple of things. I know I've gotten DMs on how I purchased and the decisions I made to purchase my first French Bulldog. I think I made a video about this in mid last year, about what steps to, for you to buy a French Bulldog for your first time. The most important thing again is research the breeder. A lot of people that don't know about French Bulldogs, they would, go like myself, go to Google and research a breeder. The best thing to do is, really guys, is to meet the breeder. You'll learn a lot about their dogs by meeting the breeder and their character and their demeanor. And by meeting the breeder, you can discuss, what the dog's temperaments are. Temperaments meaning, are the puppy that you're about to get in the litter, calm? Is that your preference, where you'd rather have a puppy that's more docile or more excited? Like, take for example, Mimi here, she's a mix in between Skylar and Gus. She has her moments. She's very active, but at the same time, when I have her in a setting like the store that I started at the shop, she's very docile. But when she sees other people, she gets very overly excited. So with Mimi there, as a puppy, she was very calm. They'll show their true personality when they hit, let's say, 2-3 months. You'll start seeing them come out. So if you're looking for a puppy, make sure you meet the breeder. Talk to them, ask them as many questions as you would like. Ask to see the parents. Ask to see the mom or the dad if they studied a dog out. Ask to see pictures or videos of how they are. So like the first person meeting of the parents, that's very important. You can get to touch them and see how they act when they're being petted, and their personality while they're just running around being themselves. It's really important to meet the mom and dad of the parents of the potential puppy that you're about to buy and make an investment on. So that's really important. Meet the dad, like Gustavo here. If someone was to buy a puppy from me, I'd like them to meet Gustavo and touch him and play with him and see how the dad is, because a lot of times they're going to take that trait on. 50% of the time, genetics, as far as disposition of French Bulldogs, they'll take it from their parents. 50% from the dad, 50% from the mom. Skylar, there's Skylar right there. So she's a good mixture, with Millie turning a year old. She's really showing her true personality. She's very, very playful, very outgoing French Bulldog, like her dad, Gustavo. And that's what I expected. And of course, based on the parents' looks, if you're looking for a particular color or size, it's very important that you see the parents, because it's going to tell you a lot of how big or how tall they're going to be at full-grown weight. So it's really important to see them in person. Videos are great, images are great, websites are great, but there's nothing like being there in front of the breeder, asking them questions, getting information on which puppy within the litter would complement your lifestyle. So if I lived in an apartment complex and in a building, I wouldn't pick Mimi so much, personality wise. Look wise, yes, but personality, my lifestyle, for example, being in a apartment building, you want a dog that's more calm and docile all the time, where you could just take them for a walk and they'll be all right being on the couch dog, let's say 18 hours of the day or 15 hours of the day, and taking them out. So pick the dogs that fit your lifestyle. It's like the best method or the best advice I can give you, because every French Bulldog is very different. Take example for Skylar. She's a very active dog. With her personality, she needs a lot of exercise. She needs a lot of attention as far as stimulating her drive. And her drive is, for the most part, you guys see in the video, she loves toys, man. And you have to stimulate her that way. So she would be good for an owner looking for a puppy with Skylar's disposition, is someone that's more active, that runs or maybe jogs and walks every day, and would take Skylar for a walk every day. because that's the type of French Bulldog she is. She needs exercise, she needs stimulation, she needs the activity. Versus, you know, Gustavo, you know, since he's more bullier, he's more big bone, more heavier set, and he really has that smash muzzle. Gustavo's more of a couch potato, you know. If you like his style of dog, where he's really excitable and very friendly dog, but physically he's not able to run long distance because he's, you know, brachycephalic, and that's the breed where they have really pushed in muzzles. Brachycephalic breeds, for the most part, you know, will have breathing challenges, and Gustavo, being so thick and being so, you know, bully, he has those challenges, and I expected that. Whereas Skylar, again, perfect, she doesn't have any breathing issues, she doesn't have any issues with being in the heat for a long time, although I don't recommend having your Frenchies being in the heat for a long time, because again, they're brachycephalic breed. They can only intake so much air, so they can't cool air fast enough to cool them down, just like a dog with longer muzzles. So I don't recommend you guys having them in 90, 100 degree heat. I'm not saying do that, but what I'm saying is you have French Bulldogs that can withstand heat for a while, like Skylar. Mimi, not so much. She's 50% her dad, 50% her mom, and she can run all day, but Frenchies sometimes don't know when to stop. So when you're picking up a puppy or thinking about getting a puppy, think about their disposition. Number one, meet the breeder. Number two, make sure that you see the mom and dad if possible. I know that's not possible all the time, but when you can, make sure that you get to touch them and play with them, because that's the baby and that's the puppy that you're gonna get from the mom and dad. So it's really important that you get to meet the parents. You know, I encourage that. That's the best method. If you're buying online, if you can fly and afford to fly to meet and pick up your own baby, your French Bulldog puppy, I would do that. So at least it gives you a chance to meet where the puppy was born, you know, for the first 8 weeks of its life. So it's really important that you get to meet their parents. With Skylar, I picked her up. I drove 9 hours from Virginia to the outskirts of Atlanta to pick her up, and got to meet Doug, his family. I think the video is still out there, so I'll comment down below to see that video when I picked up Skylar. I drove all the way over there. I don't want to fly. I could have easily advised Doug, hey, just bring her here. Well, I want to make the trip. I want to make sure that I got to meet Skylar's mom and dad, Peony. She's off of Peony, and her dad, Winston, both blue and tan Frenchies from TWT Bulls. Shout out to them. Really, really good folks. Really happy with my purchase with Skylar. She's going on 2 years old. Man, she couldn't look any great. She produced me a bull over here, just like what I expected with Mimi Girl. So, like for my example, that's what I did. I drove 9 hours one way, 9 hours back to pick up Skylar, meet the mom and dad and the breeders. Great folks. Same thing with Gustavo. Gustavo, he was in North Carolina. I picked him up with Hemlock Haven Frenchies. They whelped him up in Black Mountain, North Carolina, so that was about 6 hours away. I took my time, my family and I took our time, and drove 6 hours one way, 6 hours back. It was well worth it. Again, I could have just easily flight nannies, where you hire someone to pick up your baby and deliver them to you at the airport, or you could just, like me, you know, drive there, make sure you meet the good folks and the breeders that bred your dog and took care of your baby for 8 weeks of their life. So that's really important. Shout outs to John Nancy, got a chance to meet them. Great folks over there at Hemlock Haven Frenchies. Make sure you tap in, follow them. Hemlock Haven Frenchies, they have a litter right now, man. I watched a couple of those videos. I'll tell you what, they have some great litters coming. All cream from Nod, and I forgot his name, I'm sorry, but make sure you check them out. They have a litter right now that's dropped. Beautiful litter, all cream litter, bully dogs. So John and Nancy, I hope you guys are doing well. If you're watching this video, keep up the good work, because I always watch it. Now back to Breaking Bad Bulls here. Like I said, when you're picking up a puppy, make sure you you meet the breeders, talk to them, ask them, make sure they're knowledgeable on the breed and what they're doing to better their program, right? So with Skylar with TWT Bulls, I could see that she came from really good stock. You know, watching Doug for a long time, TWT Bulls, I decided to purchase her. Made the drive one way and back and forth. Same with Gustavo at Hemlock Haven Frenchies, part of TWT Bulls. Picked him up all the way from North Carolina, and I couldn't be happier. And he's 2 years old now. This boy is looking massive, man. If you're interested in his stud fee, again, it's $1,500. 757-289-1096. There's Gustavo. Right now it's about 80 degrees here in Virginia. It gets a little warm, and the bulls are back in the patio here, laying down on the cool concrete. So if you're interested in Gus, look at him, big head, big bone. You know, produces bulls like Amy. Look at her body. She looks like a little piggy. I couldn't be happier with this pairing with Gustavo. If you're interested, again, he will produce you some bulls. You know, again, thick rear. Here's a top shot. He's a little underweight right now. I like to keep my bulls underweight. When it starts getting hot, I want them to be at their best, you know, without carrying extra poundage on their body while they're running around, playing around the grass. If you're interested in Gustavo, 757-289-1096. $500 will lock you in with this young bull. This bull is freaking awesome. He's a really good looking bull. So, you know, he produces this dog right here. So if you're interested, hit us up for Breaking Bad Bulls or DM us. Here's Millie girl. Forgot to give you guys an update. There's Millie. Come on, Millie. Come on, Millie. She's looking really good. Look at it. Look at her, guys. Gotten really thick. She gained about 10 to 11 pounds. Really, really bully girl. We don't know if she took yet. We bred her to Gus. If she did, I will update you guys on this beautiful female and the pairing that we did. Really excited about this, guys. Really excited. Gus has that bone, has that body, whereas what she brings to the table, Millie, she has that structure. She has a straight front, you know, real smash muzzle, really nice shoulder, short dog. So I'm really happy to announce when they do take, and I think she did, but we'll know in day 50, and I'll make sure I update you guys on what the results on the x-rays is. Of course, it's too early to tell if she's showing or not, but I will update you guys with Millie girl and Gustavo. Gustavo did his thing. This guy's muscled up, guys. Look at this from head to toe. This guy's a beast. This guy's a beast, guys. If you guys want to produce some bulls, again, hit me up here at Breaking Bad Bulls or DM us in Instagram at Breaking Bad Bulls, or hit me up at the DM here at the YouTube. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe here at Breaking Bad Bulls. So hopefully I brought you guys some content on how to pick a puppy, what to do if you're unsure about, you know, how to make the selection of your puppy. Hopefully I educate you enough to give you some value in this content. Make sure you like, sub up here at Breaking Bad Bulls. This is Randy, and I'm out. Woo!